Hi everyone, and welcome back to Life as a Magic Mom. I apologize for the delay. I was on a phone call. We are going to do something a little bit different today. One, because it's Friday, and two, because I kind of wanted to explore the Wild Unknown deck a little bit better. So we are going to pull from two Oracle decks, and then Hello Morpheus, and then we're going to go through the Wild Unknown. I'm going to pull 7 cards, and we're going to actually go through the explanations that she gives in the book, as well as my own interpreted messages as well. So we are going to pull from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein, which is also going to be our next book. We're almost done with the Conversations with God series too as well. Hello, Sandra G. So this is Kim Cron's deck. I'm going to put it up here a little so you guys can see it a little bit better. The Wild Unknown is probably one of the better tarot decks, and she has a really beautiful kind of comeback story with these two as well. So make sure you guys check that out. And then we're going to pull also from the Affirmators deck by Knock Knock stuff too. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. That's beautiful of you to say. I try my best to not give you guys bad information. So if I say I don't know, chances are you should check it out. But yeah, thank you. That's a beautiful thing for me to start my day off with. So thanks. We're going to pull from The Universe Has Your Back first because I did not pull one from yesterday's reading. I forgot. Good morning, Natasha. All right, let's get one card for this weekend and today, please, Spirit. And that's it right here. Ooh, a new one. Oh, I love this card. I find deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. A good reminder. Oh, I love these cards. Is that beautiful or what? Okay, distracted. Sorry, I know. Let's get our card from the Affirmators deck too as well. Let's see what it has to say today. Get Peaches out of the way. Ooh, we have a flyer. Ooh, and it's a bonus card, so we get 2. Let's get our second card. There it is right there. Okay, so we pulled the beauty card again with our bonus card. I'm going to read that one really quick first. It says, I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. Remember, people will see your beauty whether or not you're trying. Good morning, Nara Marie. And then our bonus card today is communication. We haven't seen this one yet, you guys, out of this deck. So let's see what it has to say. It says, wonder how that other person's feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. I love these cards. So that is a good reminder, again, about staying in our authenticity. So let's see what the Wild Unknown has to say to us today about our weekend, guys. I am interested to see. So I hope you guys all had a good week. It is actually for probably until mid-November, actually, Jessica, because Jupiter's going back, getting ready to switch signs as well, too. Saturn, I think, is direct. Mars went direct. Plus, there's a lot of other astrological stuff going on, too. But, yeah, we are in the month of Libra, so it is definitely stabilizing month. Oh, I sometimes wish I was off-grid too, Nara, but then I wouldn't be able to be here with all of you. So I'm glad you make it. You actually make it a lot of the times on the live streams, so I'm glad to see you again. All right, so let's get our cards for this weekend, shall we? I think we're about ready. Okay, Spirit, there's one. Oh, and the High Priestess is the first card out, guys. The Ten of Cups. Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Let's get three more. Oh, the Hanged Man, the Son of Pentacles, which is, I believe, the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, and the Emperor. Ooh, okay, that's pretty high-flying stuff here, guys. Okay, so our 7 cards. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of these really quick and do a quick run through on what I'm getting from the cards as far as intuitively, and then we'll go into Kim Cron's book because I really love her descriptions of these cards. It kind of goes into a little bit of the mental space that she was in when she was creating the actual pictures. So yay for your final load of laundry this month. That is very important, Morpheus. I wish my laundry never ends. We have 3 pit bulls, and I live in a house full of boys, and, it's just the way it is around here. So, the High Priestess was our first card, so this tells me we need to stay very connected with our intuition. Something is trying to come to the surface for us to look at, and I just love the depiction of the High Priestess in this deck. Kim Cron's is kind of my hero. The Ten of Cups is equally impressive. This is about all of the colors mixing together to make what we want. So remember, your thoughts, actions, and words all mix together to create your reality, and this is how they do it. Yeah, it is a beautiful tiger, and hello, faithful one. The regular version of the Ten of Cups card is the Happy Family card. And I think this is really just about blending all of the things we want in our lives into one cohesive whole is really what the Ten of Cups is really trying to explain. I love the Ten of Cups too. Hello, husband. The Ace of Wands card in this deck says we're moving and we're moving fast. Something has been decided and we're ready to step forward into that. The Ace of Wands in this deck always reminds me of warp speed. It's figuring out what it is that we want, and then, bam, we're there, and it's happening. Kind of like the Eight of Wands is showing us the lightning bolts of that idea striking, or a new one coming in that's going to show us another route that we can take that maybe we didn't see before. Because we've been contemplating so much being the hanged man, trying to make sure that we make the right decisions and that everything is happening the way it needs to in the most enlightened way. But maybe we just need to kind of put our head down and realize that if we don't go after it, it's never going to show up. Otherwise, how are we going to reach the stability of the Emperor card? It's a good question, isn't it? All right, so let's dive in here and see what Kim Cron has to say about our... You okay, Stella? What happened? Did something scare you? Sorry, my dog just totally jumped up off the bed like something bit her on the ass. I'm not quite sure what happened. Let's see what Kim Cron has to add to this, and I love her interpretations of these cards. So, okay, the High Priestess card is the number 2. Apologize, it's going to take me a little bit to get through these. Okay, so I'm going to show this to you really quick. So maybe you can pause it and blow it up. I don't know, and read it yourself. It says the High Priestess sits in stillness. From there, she's able to access realms others pass by without noticing. The vast world of intuition, dreams, and mystery. She uses silence and non-action to harness this power. Sometimes this card appears to remind you to listen more closely to the voice within. Other times it's a sign to look past the obvious, to find what's being kept secret or hidden within a given situation. Acknowledge the shadows. Ooh, I like that. We have 3 rescue pit bulls, Morpheus, and I love every one of them like they were my own children. And sometimes I feel like they are because they're ridiculous. Okay, so the 10 of Cups. And it says the 10 of Cups overflows with positivity. Your goals are being realized, and the excitement surrounding you is magnetic to others. You may feel as though light or color radiates outward from you, almost as if you're shining. Experience sensations like this with an open and joyful heart, and do not doubt this power. So it's talking about us going out and shedding our light and all of the colors that we possess instead of putting our light under a bushel and hiding it. I like it. The Ace of Wands. Okay, here is the Ace of Wands card. And it says the Ace of Wands is an extremely high energy card. The Ace of Wands indicates new growth is all around you. Your ideas and outlook will expand, and creativity seems endless. This fertile time can also have literal meanings. A pregnancy or birth may be on the horizon. Though it's thrilling to embark on your new journey, your good judgment is needed more than ever. Don't rush into it. Ooh. Okay, if any of you are pregnant, I need to know. And the 8 of Wands. Okay. Here we go. And it says the 8 of Wands strikes like lightning. It's a card of news, change, or clarity in an unresolved situation. You might hear from an old friend out of the blue or receive some surprising news that shifts the directions of your course. This card sometimes means literal movement is on the horizon, so be ready to travel if the opportunity arises. Ooh, surprise trips and crazy instances happening. We are definitely in the season of change, my friends. And the Hanged Man. Okay. Says, many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hanged Man has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies there's a sacrifice or a difficult or painful situation coming up in your life. Though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it, be more like the Hanged Man. Find stillness. Open your eyes and use this new perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that too. The Son of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. and this could represent somebody in your life as well, says the good side of the Son of Pentacles is that he's loyal and determined, he's inventive, and can be trusted wholeheartedly. But sometimes this figure becomes stubborn and persistent to a fault. This, combined with his quiet nature, results in his being hard to get to know and socially awkward at times. He commonly has only one or two close friends rather than many. I think a lot of us kind of apply to that particular scenario, feeling like we're on the outside looking in, oftentimes because of our outlooks and the things that we believe. But this is telling us to not put our heads down and become resistant to things that are changing in our lives, because we may block something that is an extremely awesome opportunity. And our last card is the Emperor. Okay. The Emperor is the father. He's the tarot's perfect counterpart to the Empress. He represents the side of you that's protective, decisive, and truly stable. He brings clarity of mind, and this in turn leads to actions or decisions. Sometimes this card is literal and points to a paternal relationship in your life. At other times, it suggests reconnecting with the part of you that stands strong and tall and knows just what to do. With help from the sun, the Emperor can see for miles and miles. So if we add Kim Cron's messages to my own, it seems to me like we are going to have some sort of a lightning strike moment today that's going to set our world in action. We've been hanging around long enough trying to figure out what the right decision is. It's time now to put our heads down, stop being a mule, and realize this is what's coming in. But only if we can balance our two halves. This is the divine feminine. This is our divine masculine. How do we make these two come together today and stay that way? This is about unity in our souls today, everyone. It is a 12-day, which reduces down to 3 in numerology. And 3 is about creating our lives, creating our perfect sense of balance and unity and what it is between what we want and what we can have. And realizing that, not feeling like we've somehow been ripped off or dropped down into the victim mentality because we didn't get what we want. It's about realizing why it is that we didn't get what we want, and instead realizing we got exactly what we needed. Yes, sometimes finding the balance is hard, but it's worth it. It's ultimately worth it in the end to find that balance for yourself, but nobody can tell you what that is. So even though something is working for somebody else, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. And part of the self-awareness journey is figuring out what works for you, and then figuring out how to balance it with what has been working for everyone. Thank you, Morpheus. I appreciate the validation. I think we also need to realize that it takes all the colors of the rainbow as well to make our reality a picture that we all can see. And the more we keep trying to separate the colors and the styles of coloring even, the more unbalanced everything becomes. And it's really about figuring out how your puzzle piece can fit with someone else's, even though they may not necessarily be from the same puzzle, because ultimately we're all part of the same puzzle. Unless somebody's in your life, they're meant to be there. Are they? Well, have fun with that. I am going to leave this message right here because I don't feel anything else coming in now except for just the fact that I love, appreciate, and support every one of you. And thank you so much for coming back to support me and all of us here at Life is a Magic Mom. We are all connected always, yes, in all ways. And the more we can remember that and stay solid in it, the easier it's going to be for us to rise above the bullshit that's being shoved down our throats right now. So, have a beautiful day. And remember, because you're blessed, go out and be a blessing. Because you are in someone's life. I love all of you. And I can't wait to see you tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for our last reading of Friendship with God. We finished the book today, and that means next week we will be doing Communion with God. And from my calculations, it looks like we will finish it next week as well. And we will be able to start book number 4 and the last in this series the week after next. I'm kind of sad and excited all at the same time. But, you know, we'll be over 100 videos deep into this series by the end of this, and I guess that's plenty of information for everyone, right? Then we will be starting the Universe Has Your Back book by Gabrielle Bernstein that goes with the cards that I bought. I think it has a lot of the same messages, and we'll get a lot of good information out of that as well. And I can't wait to start that one either. So, I love you all. Remember, be a blessing, not a blight. And take my love out and spread it amongst the world. You are the light. Remember that. So go out and be the love too. See you at 5.